Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Zurich here at the European Gold Forum, and with me here is Integra Gold for the first time at Commodity TV. I'm very happy to talk now with Stephen de Jong, who is the CEO and president of this successful gold company. Stephen, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, Jan. It's always a pleasure.
Integra Gold, I said it, you are the first time here, and maybe you can give us a short idea what is the company about.
So Integra Gold, we're a Quebec-based exploration company. We've had a lot of success in the last few years, and our motto has really been kind of, let's get aggressive in a bear market. So we're coming out, we entered this year, it's been an exciting 4 months for the gold space, but we came into this year at a 3-year high.
Yeah.
So Integra's really put together a number of key assets and exciting high-grade gold projects in Quebec. And now here we are with a 2 million ounce resource, a mill, and lo and behold, the market's back.
Great, perfect. What is the market cap today?
250 million, 420 million shares outstanding, $38 million in cash. So everything we need to really push forward.
Sensational. Okay, let's dive into it. Before we come to your sensational numbers, you said you have a mill. Can you elaborate a bit? What is the status of the mill? Can you start to operate very soon? How much money do you need for that?
So we're exploring something called the Triangle Deposit, and it sits just outside the city of Val-d'Or, about 2 kilometers away. It's high grade, and it's close to infrastructure. The mill, sitting just across the highway, about 2 kilometers from the Triangle Deposit, we purchased in 2014. So it last operated in 2012, and about 3 years prior to that, 3 or 4 years prior, it was part of a transaction where the company was bought for over $700 million. So when you think about it, that's obviously a lot of value for us, considering we paid $7 million for that mill. So
wow, fantastic deal.
It operated in 2012. It needs about $7 million in work between the mill and the tailings area to get it ready to go. But the most important part is that mill came with all the permits we need to put our project, all the environmental permits to put our project into production. So it actually saved about 2 years of permitting.
Wow, fantastic. So you have all those permits in place?
All the environmental permits we need, all said and done.
Fantastic, fantastic. So that sounds to me like that you can go quite fast into production, can't you?
It's just right now we're at that point, we're sort of a victim of our own exploration success. So we did a PA last year, and the Triangle Deposit was responsible for 250,000 ounces. That Triangle Deposit is the Triangle Deposit is now over 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So our timeline to production is just making sure that whatever we build, we don't build something that's too small for how big the resource is getting.
Yeah.
So there's no permitting constraints, there's no bottlenecks to that end.
Yeah, great. And it's underground mining, right?
It's all underground mining, correct.
What are the grades?
So 9 grams per ton.
That's a lot.
The indicated is just over 9, and the inferred is just under 9 grams per ton.
Yeah.
So the district, there's two big mines that we got with the mill purchase. They produced 9 million ounces, and they were 5.8 and 5.9 grams per ton. So coming in at 9 grams per ton, it's high grade even for the district.
Wow, fantastic. You said you did a pre-feasibility?
PA.
PA.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate a bit on the numbers? Because I saw something like plus 77% IRR.
So the pre-tax IRR was 77%.
Yeah.
And again, that's based on a resource that is a lot smaller than what it is today. The gold price we used was $11.75. It's like almost $100 more now.
US dollars, right?
US dollars. In Canadian dollars, the gold price today is about $250 more. So the resource has grown, the gold price has moved in the right direction, and we've actually spent a little bit of money bring the project forward. So we're starting to chip away at the capex as well. So some of the better numbers you'll see out there, obviously. We're not a project that relies on $1,500 gold to make it work. At $1,000 gold, the project still makes a lot of sense.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What were the AISC?
All-in sustaining was $730 Canadian.
Oops. So the gold price is 1,700 Canadian today, I would say.
It's about 1,600 right now, yeah. And usually when you see that low all-in sustaining cost, it's because of maybe there's a large upfront capital cost. We're one of the lowest upfront capital as well.
How much is it?
$85 million Canadian.
That's really nothing.
So for something that can produce over 100,000 ounces a year, I don't know if there's another project out there that shows over 100,000 ounce per year profile and less than $100 million capex.
Not that I know.
Now that I've said it, there probably is.
That's right. If we stay with the production profile, 100,000 ounces a year, it's a fantastic number. Do you see room for the future to grow that? And if possible, how do you want to do that?
So what we're doing is we're updating the PA right now with the updated resource. We're drilling a lot. So we've had 8 drills turning for the last 4 months. But all that drilling is on the Triangle deposit. So the Triangle deposit continues to grow. But when we look at the mill was downsized to where it is today, to 2,400 tons per day. And we actually only need about 1,500 tons per day. So there's a lot of extra capacity. So the Triangle deposit, as it grows, it adds mine life, but it doesn't necessarily increase the annual production. So what we're doing now is there's a new focus in our company to continue at Triangle, but also start testing other targets. We have a number of really nice, juicy targets across the property, and if we can prove those up, we put some drill results out today actually at our number 4 plug, which is 500 meters north of the Triangle deposit. If we can prove up other deposits or find other resources on the property, then we can potentially increase the annual production. And as we do that, with an underground deposit, you want to let the geology really dictate what you're taking out. So Triangle is going to be, say, 1,500 tons to maybe 2,000 tons. Maybe there's other zones where we can find 500 or 1,000 tons per day, and all of a sudden we're looking at something that's maybe north of 200,000 ounces per year. So that's the objective. A lot of exploration success is needed to get there, but that's what we'd like to see, is something north of 200.
Wow, fantastic! And as you said, it's all in the neighborhood, if I got you right. Yeah. So you can use the same facility, of course. So that means you can truck it there, or you even do it with a conveyor belt.
We call our regional exploration program, which for some can mean hundreds of kilometers. It's all within a 4-kilometer trend, and we own all the land. And so with that mill that we purchased in 2014, we got the old Sigma Lamaque mines, which have a lot of historic resources on them, and historically produced 9 million ounces of gold. That's a great starting point.
Absolutely.
And the best part is they came royalty free. So anything we discover there's no royalties, NSRs, anything else.
Well, you must have very happy shareholders.
So far we have very happy shareholders.
When we talk about shareholders, what has management share in the company?
Management is about 5%. Everything that management, because actually we're a new team that came in 2012. So everything that management has in the company has been bought either through private placements or in the market. So not founder shares. And where the stock's trading now, we've raised about $90 million in the last 3.5 years. And every financing, every warrant, every option, anything that's ever been issued to any shareholder is heavily in the money.
Super, perfect. So that's also a good, let's say, backing of the company, because you can use it maybe to build parts then for the production, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a good financing source, I would say. Who are your largest shareholders?
So Van Eck is a large shareholder of ours.
Okay.
A few of the Quebec, so we're a Quebec-based company. So Quebec has financial institutions in place. So Fonds FTQ, the Caisse de Dépôt, some of our shareholders as well. Eldorado owns 15%. So in August of 2015, Eldorado took a 15% stake in the company. They paid 28 cents at the time. The stock's trading about 60 cents now. So the institutional shareholder base in Integra continues to grow as we get the story out, as the market cap increases, and then also as the attention comes back to the gold space.
Absolutely, the awareness is really coming back. That's what we see also. Yeah. Fantastic. Final questions. When can we expect you in production? First thing, and second thing, where do you see the biggest challenge or the biggest opportunity for 2016?
So when can you expect to see us in production? The next step for us is we'll start an underground exploration program, and we'll kick that off in June. So we'll go underground, we'll do close space drilling, bulk sampling, make sure that the drilling, the ore body that we're seeing from surface is actually there. All that work that we put towards our underground exploration, that is starting to move us towards a production. We're going to use that same underground exploration infrastructure down the road. So if we kick off in June, about 2.5 years out is if we went straight through into production from there, is when you'd see it. The second question, biggest challenges, a big part of it is just continue to really not let you get ahead of yourself. We're all very excited. Gold's come back, the market's back, their stock's going up 10, 20, 30% per day. We've had a very conservative, aggressive, if you can put those two words together.
Yeah, that's funny, yeah.
Plan in the last 4 years, and we want to continue to execute on that.
Very good.
We may see some softness in the gold. We want to make sure that we're a top performer regardless of the gold. We're very happy when the price of gold goes up as well. The largest opportunity, I think, is going to be our ability to show an increased production profile. If we're able to have some exploration success and show an exploration profile in Canada of over 200,000 ounces per year with permits sitting next to infrastructure, that's a bit of a unicorn. I don't think there are any of those right now.
No, definitely not. I would say also. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Well, then, Stephen, I could say, wow, that's outstanding. I'm really impressed, and thank you very much for that.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Stephen de Jong, the president and CEO of Integra Gold. Well, I mean, you heard it. Those are outstanding numbers, resources, yields, economic data, 77% IRR pre-tax. And also, if they want to raise, or hopefully can raise from 100,000 ounces per annum production profile, maybe up to 200,000. And also a lot of news flow is coming up. There is still a lot of drill meters are outstanding. I think it's over 50,000. And so from that part on, with $250 million market cap, $38 million in cash, company is well protected, well done, well managed, and the management has skin in the game with 5% ownership. I think that's very wise to have that, and also great shareholders in the company like Eldorado and Van Eck. Check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.